Alright, so we all know our environment matters. The place we live, the routines we keep, the habits we practice. But there's one part of our environment we often overlook, and it's probably the most powerful: the people around us. When we talk about environment, we usually think about things like our desk setup, our neighborhood. And it's true. These things shape how easy or hard it is to live the way we want. A cluttered desk makes it harder to focus. A noisy neighborhood makes it harder to rest. A good gym nearby makes it easier to train. We're quick to optimize these things, but here's what we often miss. The people in our environment shape us even more. Every conversation plants a seed. Every reaction we get reinforces or discourages a behavior. Hang out with people who constantly complain, and you'll find yourself complaining more. Spend time with people who challenge themselves, and suddenly growth feels normal. It's not about copying others, it's about osmosis. We absorb the energy, the standards, the worldview of the people we're closest to. They can lift us up or quietly hold us back. This shows up everywhere. It helps with habits like group meditation. When we sit with others, consistency feels natural. Meditating regularly with friends just make it easier to show up. It actually makes the practice stronger. It helps with performance and outcomes because there's positive pressure when others are watching. And it helps when they can see what we can't and reflect it back to us with honesty. A spouse who notices blind spots and points out weaknesses you'd rather ignore. Friends who straight up tell you you're being unreasonable or even delusional.
That's like a new development, right?
Friends who'd rather drag you to the gym than the nightclub, setting a different standard for fun and growth. Visionaries who dream and think big. Just being around them expands our own sense
So I think if you spend
of
enough time
possibility.
on something alone, you will become good at that.
In an environment where everyone holds a high standard, slipping stands out. Whether it's negativity, low effort, or sloppy thinking, it's visible. And because it's visible, it gets addressed quickly. But if mediocrity is the norm, it just blends in. Bad habits slip, accumulate, and get reinforced over time. I was lucky enough to have a mentor at work who always pushed for excellence. He never let complacency slide, and at the time it felt tough. But looking back, that pressure set a new standard for me and showed me what was possible if I stopped settling for good enough. So what do we do with this? First, get honest. Who's in your circle? Do they push you forward or pull you down? Do they make you small or help you expand? Second, choose intentionally. We don't always get to pick every co-worker or family member, but we can choose who we give our time, attention, and trust. Third, build circles that reflect who you want to become. Want to be healthier? Then spend more time with people who care about health. Want to be creative? Surround yourself with people who make things.
Turn on it.
Want to live with more peace? Then find people who value stillness. Over time, your circle sets your standard, and your standard sets your destiny. So yes, optimize your environment, keep your desk clean, tidy your room, find the right habits, and design the right routines. But remember, your environment is more than things. It's also the people. And if you want to change your life, don't just change your habits, change your circle, for they shape who you become.